Magic Celtics tonight, really interesting game. Boston wins. They cover the spread in game one at 12.5. Now it's down to 10.5 for game two, and the total has moved 8 points from 204.5 to what it closed in game one to 196.5 in game two. I'm betting the over. I think this is too much of an adjustment going down 8 points. Remember, the Magic and the Cavs last year in their series played in a first round series where the under continued to cash and they couldn't make the total low enough. I think odds makers are over adjusting because they made it a low total in game one. It went way under that, 103 to 86, but I think it's gotten too low, especially off of one game. So I like the under, no play for me on the side. Give me the Miami Heat tonight, plus 12.5 against Cleveland. Really tough spot for Miami in game one. It was their third straight playoff road game, and they pretty much hung around. You know, they were it never felt like they were going to win the game, but they were always in striking distance, especially in terms of the spread. I think now, with a couple of off days, you settle into the series, you make some adjustments. They got one of the best in the business in Spoelstra. I like Miami tonight to keep it close at plus 12.5. I also like Darius Garland over 19.5 points as well. He had 27 in game one. I think he comes back and has another big game. I think 19.5 is too low. Also like Paolo Banchero over 8.5 rebounds as well in that Celtics Magic game. Forgot to mention that prop. Banchero had 9 in the playing game against the Hawks, had 11 in the game against Boston in game one. Well, again, with the total being as low as it is at 197.5, 196.5, I think there's going to be a lot of missed shots. Banchero, a lot of rebounding opportunities. And then Warriors and Rockets, Houston now a 3.5 point favorite, and the total is down to 204.5. Again, another game where the total has dropped like 9 points from game one, and Houston is now up to a 3.5 point favorite. I agree with the market that the Rockets should be favored. I'm just betting them on the money line, though. I think this game is going to be close. It's going to come down to the wire. Jalen Green and Fred VanVleet shot the ball awful for Houston in game one, yet they still had a chance to win that game. I expect those guys to shoot the ball, play much better. So I like Houston win, just betting them, though, on the money line. And again, I like the over. I think this is too much of an adjustment from game one. So give me over 204.5 in Rockets and Warriors. NHL playoffs, Caps and Canadians. Too good of a money line price on Montreal not to take him at plus 165. As you guys know, follow the show, I am a Caps fan. Outside of their Stanley Cup year, they're always choking and breaking our hearts here in D.C. They escaped game one with an overtime win. They did not look great in that third period. Montreal is a very young team. Once they kind of settled in, they were even, if not better, than the Caps for much of the rest of the game. I would expect them to carry that into game two. Think it's too good of a price to pass up, so I like Canadians at plus 165. I also like the Dallas Stars at plus 145. Stars obviously have injuries in this series. Colorado very easily could be up 2-0. And I just think going home tonight, everybody expects the Avs to roll. But in playoff hockey, I like betting into that stuff. When people just assume that, a team's going home, they're going to win, they're going to roll, that's when you bet the underdog. I like the Stars at plus 145. And then give me the LA Kings tonight against Edmonton as well. I like the Kings in this series. I liked them in game one. I like them in game two as well. I think the market's telling you something here, right? You have a team in Edmonton who made it to the Cup last year with arguably the best player in the world in McDavid, who lost game one. You would think they'd be desperate and the market would react like they are to the Rockets tonight in that game two, but they're not. The Kings are the same price as they were in game one at minus 125. I think there's reason for that. I think LA wins again tonight against Edmonton.